Hey, how's it going? So today we are gonna react on the cinematography of DDLJ, a very popular Hindi movie, Bollywood movie, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, which was released in the year 1995. For all the Indians out there, you already know this movie. It's a very popular movie. And for the rest of them who haven't watched it, it's up to you. You will watch it or not. But I'm gonna react on the cinematography and let's see what was the cinematography techniques and other type of filmmaking techniques used in that era, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's dive into the scenes of DDLJ.
सेनोरिटा आधा चम्मच चीनी, एक चम्मच दूध, थोड़ी सी क्रीम, योर कॉफी।
थैंक यू।
वेलकम।
तुम्हें पोस्ट कार्ड चाहिए घर भेजने के लिए?
पोस्ट कार्ड मेरे घर? ये पोस्ट कार्ड अगर मेरे घर पहुंचा तो पॉप समझेंगे मैं भगवान को प्यारा हो गया।
तुम आखिरी बार सीरियस कब हुए थे?
अभी तक तो कभी नहीं, और आगे भी अगर होऊंगा तो सिर्फ एक ही बार सीरियस होऊंगा।
कब?
जब किसी से प्यार हो जाएगा।
डोंट टेल मी, तुम जैसे लड़के ने कभी किसी से प्यार नहीं किया?
अफेयर्स तो बहुत हुए लेकिन
So I really would have loved in such a long scene if there was a cut and some different type of angle to show more emotions of maybe the actress or the actor. So now it's basically a wide shot, not that wide, it's a shot between very wide and tight shot. So it is just completely right out there and whole the scene is going on. So I would have really loved it if there was a cut between some other type of angles, maybe from the back. It would have been great if it was from the back, or maybe a tight scene, a close-up shot of the actress or the actor, to give a more depth to the scene. I would have really loved it if there was something sort of a cut.
प्यार कभी किसी से नहीं हुआ सेनोरिटा। कोई मिली नहीं।
कैसी लड़की चाहिए तुम्हें?
बताओ।
So the cut came right here. So I was, just waiting for it that yes, some sort of different angle has to come. So it's okay, the cut has finally come. But yeah, if it would have been much more earlier, then it would have been much more engaging into the shot. So it's okay.
Open the door, darling, open the door.
So I see here the camera angle is not like right straight. It's a little bit up to maybe like 10-15 degrees inclined, maybe angled to that side. I would have really loved it if it was like right straight. Then it would have been much more cinematic looking maybe. So let's see.
ओहोय, खुल जा ज़मज़म। आपके पास चाबी है इसकी? Just joking. I'll try again.
So I'm again seeing that's a complete static shot where there's no camera movement, there is no other angles to keep the audience engaged, I would have really loved if there was a top-down shot. It's a train, so if there was a top-down shot from the ceiling, it would have been really, good looking and some different stuff right there. Obviously, it would require much wider lens because, I don't think the ceiling is of that much height. So, it would really require a wide angle lens to cover that much from the top-down shot. But I would have really loved it if there was a top-down shot. It would really look very good.
अरे कोई है? घर में कोई है? घर में कोई नहीं है। Hi.
So this is what I was talking. It's basically a wide shot from, I told you, at an angle, and it's almost like a zoomed in angle, same angle. So it's not like it's a total different angle, maybe from the side or from top down, as I told you already. So it's basically the same angle, only zoomed in and zoomed out. So I would have really loved it if there was a different angle.
मैं कल रात के लिए बहुत शर्मिंदा हूँ। मैंने आपके साथ बहुत बहुत बदतमीजी की.
So again, there's a wide shot, and this shot is okay. This shot looks good, and you see this type of blur type of wobbling blur type of thing. This is because in those eras lenses, the cinema lenses. Now let me tell you, the cinema lenses use the T factor for the aperture. In the normal lenses, in like the lenses used by DSLRs and mirrorless, we use the f number, f1.8, f1.4, but in cinema lenses they use the T factor, so it is not exactly like the f number, but the T number is close to the f number. It is like something different used specially for the cinema lenses, but it's not exactly the same, but it is quite very much near of the value of the f number. So this type of blur is almost seen in those lenses. Nowadays the technology has improved so much, the glasses improved so much that you will not see this kind of blur, this kind of bokeh in the newer lenses, but in those lenses in the 90s and maybe early 2000, this type of blur was very much common in the films.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so now let me tell you one thing. Just notice the actress's hair. In this scene, the hair is in the front of her shoulder, and when the angle changes, when it goes from the side view wide angle shot to a medium shot in the next frame, which is right in the front, just see now.
I'm sorry.
The hair is in the back, so it's a mistake. I have seen this mistake very often in many films, especially in the Bollywood films. It's very much common, especially in the 90s era. It's like almost in every film I've seen this mistake, but almost the audience will not notice it until he's just focused on finding out the mistakes. So that's the difference between this shot and this shot. The hair suddenly goes from front to back, so it's an interesting thing. So this type of zoom is not seen nowadays in any of the films. It's kind of, this technique is obsolete, where you just continuously zoom in very fast. Yes, this type of zooms are definitely used, but it's in a very slow paced way, especially in slow motion shots, or if not slow motion, it's very slow and subtle, using a slider. So this type of fast zooming in shot is not used nowadays.
राज, अगर ये तुझे प्यार करती है तो ये पलट के देखेगी. पलट. पलट.
Yeah, so I kind of like this cinematography where the camera angle is just focused on the emotions of the actor and actress. It's not wide, it's a tight shot, it's a close-up shot on both the actor and actress, and it's like a static shot. That's okay. In capturing emotions, static shots are often used, so I will not complain about it. But yeah, just only complain is it's not a complaint, but it's just obsolete nowadays, that type of shot. So let's move forward. So this is the most iconic shot of the film, and let's see how the cinematography is. So in this shot, I see a lot of jerkiness. It's not like very much smooth, or I don't know, like nowadays if you see this type of shot, it's like very much smooth and completely smooth. But if you see the shot right over here, now just see the panning. There was a little panning and the panning was not that smooth. Nowadays if you see, the panning is just as smooth as like butter, but in this shot I am observing that it is not perfectly smooth. It has a little bit of jerk, quite a jerk, which nowadays is absolutely not used in any type of films. Either the shot will be totally handled to capture some raw emotions, complete raw emotions, or it will be used on a gimbal or a slider to have complete smoothness. So let's see. So this is this shot exactly looks like a GoPro shot. You can see the distortion in the edges. So I actually don't know in which camera it was filmed in, but this shot exactly looks like a GoPro shot, where there's a lot of distortion in, that's very much wide angle of view. Alright, so I hope you liked this video, and if you did, then don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, you already know what to do. So that's it for today's video. See ya.